It's Cameron Dicker set to get us started.
And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Throwing his dart.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understand the situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
At their own 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Broncos, 70 Timberwolves, Dragon 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That was first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to separate and play their game and defend that advantage.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
60, Mustang 19.
Second and 13. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go now.
That's good for a Bears.
70,
First down.
70. 7 Pirates,
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one caught by Winslow.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw now, Dart.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check out. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And the Bears, first down.
Cougar 19.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to point there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Bears have 9 and 7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
18 Rattlers, 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
22-yard line.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A gain of 4 yards.
These two teams all tied after one.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot, hot.
Give to Hall running right. And they get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Get it. Drop it, Cowboy 80. Ready to rock.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
And the Bears first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo. Usually moving into more tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On play action, here's Dart. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Play action now. Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Here's one deep for Pickens. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. Your right-handed rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Ball again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
From the gun on third down, Jeffries. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To throw is Dart. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Dart. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gross. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Dart. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. is up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lang.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to throw now on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That's complete. He finds Jayden Reed.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now a signal with a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. It's running out of steam and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
1 second, all that remains.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
Ready, set.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Now he's free at the 35. Breece Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Working out of the gun is Dart.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Throwing his Dart.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago!
Breece Hall,
85 yards.
and the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second and 11. At the 34-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
T.J. Sanders
Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
And down to the 30 36-yard line here.
36-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lang. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offensive coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
70, Timberwolves.
Hall again. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Boy, 192 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go, Jack. Go.
A give running right is Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers 14.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go street.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Sanders. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
60 Bison, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Jeffries. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Packers 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To throw, Dart. Got his man complete over the across midfield down to the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Gross. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. The Bears' 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing his dart. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Go street! Go!
Now again, right side. Lang. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Okay, ready?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
70 Timberwolf. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Jeffries. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing, dart. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Going for the deep ball. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Running left, it's Hall. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall.
Well, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves it with a 4th and
1. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4.
Looking to throw. Jeffries. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the right on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dart. Working the middle of the field. He's gotten that complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17.
Off the play fake. It's Dart.
First down, Green Bay.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
It's a throw once more. Here's Dart.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Gross. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Packers.
To the air, Dart.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Packer first down.
Looking to throw, Dart.
And he's going to go down. He's saved back at the 24. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat